Please rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And
Yes. For moment of silence, I mentioned it at our other earlier special meeting, but I'm gonna re-mention it again now at the regular one. We've had lifelong residents, Hedley Wachowski and Ray Randall. Barry Hedley Wachowski's a,
Dan Hobbs just died.
well, who did?
Dan Hobbs died a couple days ago. One of our firemen.
Dan Hobbs.
Yep.
And also last month I missed Wendell Roder, I believe. So those four, I guess, you know, a couple of them are lifelong residents and big in the fire department, big in everything. So I guess they're gonna be missed. Let's give them a moment of silence.
thank you. Mr. Popo.
Sure. First, I think everybody has a copy of the October supervisor's report. I'd like to request a motion be made to approve that report.
Make a motion to approve supervisor report.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to approve the supervisor's report. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Carried.
Next, request a motion to approve the October bank reconciliation for the town supervisor's account.
I'll make a motion to approve the bank reconciliation for the town supervisor account.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to approve the bank reconciliations for the supervisor's account. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Carried.
Next, I have four budget transfers that we all have copies of. The first is to increase the police contractual line to be funded from the contingent amount of $8,000 to fund higher than expected enhanced patrol invoices, plus an increase in the hours requested to combat speeding on select town roads. The second is to fund higher than expected legal fees related to various Article 78 proceedings and other proceedings that have been paid to date and will be paid this month. I think there's a couple of larger invoices in there.
Yes.
That's for $84,000 to be paid for from the unassigned fund balance. Third is for the highway fund to release funds from the equipment reserve that was budgeted for 25 to fund the purchase of the Volvo VHD 64 F300, $200,000. Again, that's going to an equipment line from the equipment reserve. And lastly is to increase CHIPS, New York State CHIPS funding revenue and corresponding expense to reflect actual amounts that are going to be received for 2025. So we're increasing the expense by $19,566.11 and increasing the corresponding revenue by the same amount. I don't need individual motions. I don't believe we just say, all in one.
I'll make a motion to approve the modifications.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to approve the general fund modifications. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Carried.
Lastly, the budget process is complete. The final budget incorporating any changes from the public hearing has been provided. I think I sent it out on Thursday or Friday last week to the board, to the clerk. So I think that's later on the agenda, but that's ready for adoption. That's all I have.
That's it.
That-
Nikki? Can you hear
Yes,
us?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I am looking for board acceptance of the October 14th, 2025 regular meeting minutes in draft format.
I'll make a motion to adopt the. What was it, the
Last year's meeting minutes.
October 14th minutes.
October 2025's meeting minutes.
Okay.
Motion made and seconded to accept a regular meeting minutes.
I'm sorry, who seconded it? I couldn't hear.
Diana did.
I
Okay,
did.
thank you.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
I,
Opposed, say no. Carried.
Sorry about that. The next is I'm looking for acceptance of the bank reconciliation reports for October 2025 for both my town clerk and tax collector accounts.
I'll make a motion to accept the bank reconciliation for October for town clerk and tax collector.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to accept the bank reconciliation for October 2025 for the town clerk and tax collector. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
I,
Opposed, say no. Carried.
Okay, the next is I'm looking for a motion to pay the bills with the vouchers that I provided to the board members.
we really pay a penny. The one to Verizon is for 1 cent.
Yeah, it looks, I have to look through it. I think we must have had a duplicate payment and then that might be just a piece that's left on there.
Yeah. Just didn't know if we wanted to waste a check or wait until next month. It's just,
They'll probably put on a $15 late fee if we don't. pay.
I was gonna say they will charge us a $15 late fee, even though it's only a cent.
I make a motion, we pay the bills then.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to pay the bills. Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no.
I do have one more thing. I wanted to address Counselor Angelo. During our last meeting last week, said someone had reached out to him regarding how outdated the assessor's page is on the town of Pompey's website. So Brian and I worked together. We spent a lot of time. We've cleaned it up. We've updated it. We've simplified it. We made it super user friendly so the residents will be able to navigate it really smoothly.
Thank you.
Yep,
Very
that's all I have.
Codes officers report. Everybody got a copy?
Yeah. I read it.
I make a motion to accept the code officer's report.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to accept the codes officers report. Any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, say no. Carried. PR.
Yeah, so I've had a few phone calls on people's yard markers that usually go up. We started them last week, but we got interrupted this week already, but everybody just so they know, they will be going up. We're getting to them. And we usually just put them up to save everybody's lawn from plow wings off them and that. Then the other thing was, the painting, Diana, what you wanted to touch base on, I think.
Yeah, so BR reached out to this individual for me to answer my questions regarding, we had one quote that was very detailed and one quote that was not so detailed, and I just wanted to know if he was gonna make the same type of repairs. He said that he would include it in the code to either repair these areas with 2-part liquid epoxy followed by 2-part epoxy putty or replace the boards as needed under the same quote. So I just want to clarify that.
Right, which you guys have all 3 quotes still, I believe.
Yes, well, I do.
It wasn't, a little bit.
No, it was cheap.
Yes, so, up to 3, the 3 quotes, excuse me, Revival was cheaper,
Here's
10,312. This other one was 13,575, but we'd have to subtract 1,000 off for sales tax.
Yep.
12. And then the third one,
12,819.
thank you, yeah. I also had sales tax of 949. So again, that would still be, so they're all fairly they're within $2,000 of each other. So I make a recommendation, we go with Revival. He's done work here in the past. He's the least the lesser one, and, that's my recommendation.
VR, what's your recommendation?
I would probably go with Len as well. As Nikki said last time, he did a lot of work in here and he does a fantastic job, right, Nikki?
Oh, yeah, he did, the codes officer, the supervisor's old one, the main area in the town hall, he's local, he came back and did touch up, like he was fantastic.
And I think if it's cheaper and it's local, I think it's probably the best way.
Yes.
You satisfied my questions, so.
Your motion on who we want?
I make a motion, we go with Revival Painting to do the painting for the town hall at, $10,312.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to hire Revival Painting to paint the town hall next spring for $10,312. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Carried. Town councilors have anything?
I did have a couple of things. We got a very lengthy email from Eileen, who is a grant writer, 76 pages long. I said, I'd like permission. I thought that I would just call her and reach out to see how she operates and how her fee schedule is. She was inquiring about us sending her an application. We don't really have an application, so I thought that I would just call her if that's okay. And second, I wondered, because we're paying for the extra sheriff's coverage, if there's some kind of a report that we could get, you know, if it's actually doing good, are they writing tickets? And I thought maybe I'd ask the judges too, if they're seeing an uptick in tickets for the town.
I can ask my contact, if he can give me a monthly report on how many additional summonses they wrote with the enhanced patrol.
Yeah, just to make sure that, you know, what we're paying for is working.
Yeah, I can do
You know what I
that.
mean?
I also think there's a piece of that that may not directly reflect in additional tickets, but the town knowing that people need to pay attention because there's additional patrol being implemented will also have an impact that it'll be tough to measure.
No, you understand when all of these extra summonses that we're gonna get, the town doesn't derive very much revenue from
Correct.
those. What is it, about $20 each?
Well, yeah, and it's important to also remember that the way the system works. Not to get too technical, but the officer writes the ticket. It is the DA's office that gives the disposition, so it, within reason, it's not within the judge's control to say, I'm going to, you know, you've committed the violation of speeding. Typically, 90% of those speeding tickets will get reduced to some no point non-moving violation. And that's what is presented to the judge. The judge can either reject or accept that disposition. But then you don't want to get that tension between the judge and the DA's office, because the DA's office could easily just say, then we're dismissing.
Yeah, and I'm not looking for the financial part of it. I'm looking to see that they're actually pulling cars over.
Yeah, I only mention that because when we had that discussion last week, I think it was. You may, even if the amount of tickets that are issued goes up, you may not see that resulting in
No,
additional fines. Like you might think, but I mean, there's still fines for no point non-moving violations, but they're typically reduced fines from what a speeding ticket would be.
Yep. That's all I have, Tom.
I wanna say that, you know, I'd love to know more, but Fabius Pompey Schools got the drama going on this week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights and Saturday afternoon. If anybody likes school drama plays, it'll be a good one. I'm assuming the other schools probably have some going on too. If you're in them area, again, if anybody ever wants to shoot me emails on them, I would love to highlight them. I think being that FM had a football team that's been doing really well, so just wanna highlight the schools and the football and the soccer that's been going on and plays coming up, so. Like to keep doing that.
I just wanted, today's Veterans Day, I just want to thank all the servicemen and women that serve for our country. It's a huge gift that they give all of us so we can all live a free life. I just want to say thanks to all of them.
Anything else from the town councilors? Supervisors report. Approval of the 2026 budget. Everybody has a copy. I'm sure we've all perused it. Yes. We've had the meetings, we've had the workshops, we've had the public hearings. You want to add anything, Mr. Pompo?
I have nothing. I think all the changes that we wanted to make were made after the public hearing. It's probably the final tax rate. Townwide, so for general and highway is gonna be $2.86 per thousand. Which is about a 9.7% increase. So like we've discussed numerous times over the past few months, there's really not a whole lot that we can do about it. Those are all, it's all due to increases in fixed costs, health insurance, pension, fuel, electricity, natural gas that we can't do anything about. So that's budget.
It is.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that all those costs have gone up itself, but there's, there is so little that we any control on and we did not take any raises for up here and other ones we've kept at a fairly
Very modest cost of living adjustments. If you think about it, to get it to 2% increase like New York State requires, you would have to start cutting core programs drastically. Which, would be really unacceptable to town residents, plow less roads, don't have codes. It's just not possible, fortunately.
And I've talked to many of my neighboring town supervisors and they've got the same exact issues.
Yep.
They're all in trouble. So I don't know what else we could do.
definitely feel for the residents and being one, though, it's, and it stinks, because you're getting the same thing everybody is, their electric rates are going up and it's like, it's serious, because but, money doesn't come in to cover these things.
I guess we just need a motion to approve and adopt the 2026 budget.
All right, I'll make a motion, we approve the 2026 budget. Approve and adopt. The 26 budget.
Motion made and seconded to approve and adopt the 2026 budget for the town of Pompey. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Carried. We had, anybody hear from Ralph?
Not today.
He was supposed to be here today.
Did he get another grant?
Yes, he's working on a grant. He was gonna give us the update. So I was interested in hearing that. Okay, an update on the grant writing. I met with Millennium Strategies a while back. And we had talked about it at a previous meeting and they were too high price for our liking, so we scrapped that. I met with Barton and Lagudish regarding grant writing on October 17th. They were going to send me a proposal and they never did.
I did.
So I guess they're not interested. I had a nice chat with Sarah Stevens from Funding and Procurement Resources LLC. And I thought she was right in line what we're looking for. I sent everybody a copy of her resume. And then we got from Eileen Angelini, PhD, her resume. All I wanted to know if she's gonna charge us. and what she could do. I didn't need her whole life history and her grandfather's history. But that's what we got.
What was she gonna charge us at the bottom of all that? I didn't.
She didn't say.
I couldn't figure it
She
out.
wanted us to send her an
Cause
application.
I read, there was 70-some pages and I could not find what the charge
She
was.
she wanted to send an application. Like I said, I can call her unless you want to call her. It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure I want to call her, but I will. PhD. One page would have done it. Well, I'll talk to her, but I'm really high on this funding and procurement resources. And you'll all have a copy of it.
Yeah, I saw that and I mean, I'd like to, if I knew the price deal, that would be interesting, but it's.
Well, I'll call her, find out and report at the December meeting, and then we can make a decision at the December meeting. So, sound good?
I sent a note to Barney and Judas just in case, was surprised they're not interested.
I'm very surprised. We spent a lot of time with those folks.
Yeah. It was something.
He's also, I like the one there, she charges by the hour and just the retainer fee, that seems.
She was very
At
reasonable.
least you're paying, you're just paying for what you're doing, not. Crazy, but I'd like to hear what the other ones are and.
I will also, I apologize, it hasn't been on my radar. I can check with other municipalities that we represent to see who they're using. And because typically when you're doing municipalities, it's a lower rate, lower cost. So I can check with those various municipalities, to see if they have any recommendations or have had good luck with grant writers.
That'd be great.
Very helpful.
I will,
Thank you.
I will check with them.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, Mr. Capriati.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Very formal.
Tom, did I send you Liz Forster's information a while back? Another grant writer, one of my clients uses. No. I'll send you this email right now.
And we want to find a good one that we can afford. Because we're gonna need them for next year if we're gonna get into digitizing the files. Because there's grants out there. And that's a big job. That's $100,000 ordeal.
When coming up with these grant, this tax rate problems, that's really the best way we can try to keep it under control is to come up with as many grant funds as we can to cover as much as we can, so we don't, we can't keep absorbing the high tax rates. And I think this might be a way to help.
Anything else? Main Street funding update. I've got JMS Services have sent in their request for their payment. And it was approved by the Onondaga County Development. And we should have a check within a couple of weeks. John, well, that'll make you happy. I appreciate the nice job you did on that request. We also I'm working with Shannon Gorman at the Pompey Club. I've just got his last request today. We had an issue with his last request. He's working through that. I just got it handed to me today. I haven't had a chance to look at it. But that will be his final request for $26,600. And that will be the 4 that we had applied. Will be all done. All projects completed. Everybody paid except Noxie's, who has pushed theirs off for 2026.
Okay.
And I have 2 new applications for 2026. And I forwarded them on to Onondaga County Development. And they will not be approved until next January. For Michael LaFleur. Speed limits on Route 91, Sweet Road and Henneberry Road. And Delphi Road should not be on there. They started last week. They're gonna do enhanced patrols 1 day a week for 4-hour mini. They're gonna do Route 91, Sweet and Henneberry. They're gonna do mornings 6 to 10. And evenings 4 to 8. And they're gonna swap them back and forth. I didn't ask for a schedule because I didn't want to know. They'll be patrolling those 3 roads 1 day a week, 4 hours. From the Hamlet to 173 on 91, the Hamlet to 173 on Sweet, and from the Hamlet to 173 on Henneberry. So tell your neighbors down there to slow down because they're coming after them.
If you want to speed, you better go a different direction.
Well, let's hope it works.
Let's hope it helps.
Sexual harassment prevention employer toolkit. That's for you. BR. You and your people,
Yep.
the training,
What about it now?
it's gotta be done by the end of the year.
We've already done all.
You've already done it all?
Yeah, we do that in springtime every year.
No, okay. That takes care of that. That makes it easy.
It's every employee that works for the town, anybody. So me, Alma, Tim, just so you know, it's every counselor, it's everyone. We all have to complete it by the end of the year. And then I need to have the certificate emailed to me and we put it in your personnel file that it was completed.
So Nikki, have you been keeping track of that? You know?
Yes, we have. Yep. We have.
One thing that's not on the agenda. The Onondaga County Planning Federation is requesting its municipal membership dues for the 2025-2026 program year. Annual dues are $100 and directly support our municipal training programs. Please submit your payment before the end of 2025. I'll need a motion to approve that.
Is that an organization we've been,
Something we do every year.
I'll make a motion, we approve the dues for the municipal membership.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to pay the $100 dues for the Onondaga County Planning Federation. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All say no. Carried. And one last thing that's not on the agenda. As I said, JMS services has been approved. I'll get a check in a couple of weeks. I need a resolution and cut a check when I get the check from Onondaga County, so I can pay Mr. Matt Stone.
All right, I make a motion that when you receive the funds, you cut a check to JMS Services for the improvements from what's the name of the program? Main Street Beautification Program.
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to approve paying John Mapstone for the Main Street beautification when the check arrives from the Onondaga County Development. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All say no. Carried. Last thing on the agenda is the Town of Pompey and Pompey Historical Society Christmas tree lighting, Sunday, December 7th, 2025 at 2 p.m. at the Town Hall. And that will be posted for everybody to see. It'll be on the website, the webpage. Right, Nikki?
Right here.
Hello?
Yes.
Give you a thumbs up.
I'm sorry, my dog barks, so I have to mute. Yes, it's already been posted around, but yeah, I'll have Veronica put it on the website. It's gonna be great. We're gonna do string and garland, making ornaments, decorating the tree lighting, special visitor around 2:30. It's always a great time.
Yes. Lots of fun. I'll be here. Bring the kids. Anyone that's hearing, bring the kids. It's gonna be good.
James, you usually help me pour the apple cider and hand out juice boxes.
I'll be here helping.
Public comments?
There's no one signed up. If I guess if I could just say something regarding the speed limits or the enhanced, I guess probably taking my attorney hat off and putting my resident hat on. It might not be a terrible idea to the extent that this is all about deterrence, not necessarily catching people from speeding. If we put something on the website to say that the town board feels that it's important for the safety of the citizens. So you guys have instituted this program, being very general about it. So those that read it may say to their kids, hey, you may want to slow down. You don't even have to give street names or anything like that, but just a general announcement on the website that we have enhanced patrol to deal with this issue. Because again, the goal is to deter people from doing this. And if they see it on a website, maybe it'll be top of mind when they're driving.
Yeah.
But if it's worded right, put it on the social media site, more people are gonna see it there than on the.
Yeah, and I don't think, and again, my thought would be, it'd be pretty general.
Yeah.
Just telling the citizens about the board's concern about it and that the enhanced patrol will be there. So everybody beware.
Yeah, well, the people that live on these streets are very concerned and it does need, you know, it really don't, want everybody get tickets, we just want to slow down.
Right.
Okay, with
Just a
Veronica, make
recommendation.
that happen.
Okay.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Dave.
Honestly, Dave, I couldn't agree more real quick because I give myself plenty of time. I just have a heavy foot. I'm always in a hurry and I am a speeder. I will admit it. I don't mean to, but I take Watervale back and forth to my apartment. And I'm telling you, since I've known all this, I just put cruise control on because I don't mean to speed. And I've told my kid, I have 2 teenage drivers and I'm like, just so you know. So I couldn't agree more. Just knowing that it's out there, I have like been way more cautious. I don't even mean to. I'm just, always zipping around.
Everybody's gotta pay attention. Yeah. 5-car or 4-car pileup on Sweet Road today,
7-car.
7,
Seven.
just below Palladino's. And then there was one down on Gates. Cars off the road. First snowstorm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
slow down.
the throughway coming from Albany, how many trucks, tractor trailers were there smashed? 4. There were 2 still there when I came back and there was a 18-wheeler flipped on its side. Where the old, right where 90 and 87 come together, where they have a sign that says, don't go too fast around the corner, your 18-wheeler's gonna flip over. Flipped over. So, yeah,
People don't read signs.
yeah,
I
so
keep saying.
Dave, I agree with you, this whole thing is about trying to keep our town residents safe and try to cut down on some of these accidents that we've been seeing.
If there's no other business to come before the board, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Nobody on
Anything on
Just check on online.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Thank you.
No one?
No way.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
That's it.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Alright,
Meeting adjourned.
Yeah, was that fast enough?
yeah, it's perfect. Although Angie made it time to get her.
Oh, what do you have to do?
Pick up